You need to solve the root problem to solve the burnout. But what is burnout? There are 6 different triggers, and that's what we're going to look at today. Hi, I'm Lucy, Holistic Peak Performance Coach, and burnout is a very real problem. And some people don't know what it is. Some people are absolutely suffering with it. So let's take a deeper dive. If you have work overload and things are too urgent, they're too complex, that is a very common reason why people go into burnout, but it's also a reason people think that is what burnout is, and that's the only cause of it. It's work overload, it's too much, it's too complex, it's too urgent, people are putting too much on you. But that is not the case. It is just one of the triggers and one of the things that can lead to burnout. And when you've got that kind of thing going on, what burnout will do is it actually enlarges the amygdala in the brain, which is the old part of the brain, the fear part of the brain, and it reduces the connectivity to the part of the brain that will make complex executive decisions and in that way function to help you to make those decisions in a really good way. It's disrupting that problem solving and the memory side as well. The great news is it's reversible, and it's reversible through rest and relaxation. And you may well have heard me say before, rest is part of the work. And this is a huge reason why that stands so true. But also scientifically, it's also been proven that rest and relaxation will reverse that so that you get that connectivity back again. The second thing is a lack of control. Perhaps you're being told at work, just get on with it, just do it how I tell you. I don't need you to think, just do it like this. So it's completely the opposite of autonomy. You haven't got anything to go, this is how I feel it can do better. This is how I feel it will work better. And so you've got that complete lack of control. And that can easily, again, lead to burnout. The third trigger is reward. If you're doing all that work, whether you're in the workplace, whether you're an entrepreneur and you're working from home and you're learning lots of stuff and you're doing all of those things, if on the back end you don't feel like you are getting rewarded for everything and every effort and every item in every step that you're taking, then that lack of reward over time will start to erode you. And that is another trigger leading to burnout. So this is why we're saying really find the root cause, because it can be any of these triggers. The fourth trigger is community. So if you're in a community that's vibrant and supportive and positive and everybody's on the same path and everybody's lifting each other up, that is a really great community. However, if the opposite is true and you're in a community that is not working hard, they're doing as little as possible to get by, they're not supportive, they're putting each other down, that can lead to burnout because that is exhausting. Being in that space, even if it's a one-to-one and you're one-to-one with that person quite often, and they're pushing back and they're pushing back, that is so tiring. And that person is perhaps trying to find a problem to every solution that you bring up. It is draining. It is so draining. So the community that you're in, and you want to look at that as work as well as at home, that kind of community can be either. It can even be both. And those communities, or one of them, can be also leading to burnout. The fifth of the 6 triggers is fairness. Are you being treated fairly? Or are you being treated unfairly? Is there nepotism at work? Is it always going praise to one or two people and never to the others, or never to you but to everybody else? Is there no praise happening if you're doing stuff at home and you're working from home? There isn't a fairness about what you're doing. There is no support. There is no congratulations, well done. It doesn't seem to be fair when you're putting all of that work and all of that energy into what you're doing. It just doesn't seem to be fair. That again can lead to burnout. And the sixth one, and this is something that I so often find with entrepreneurs, is the values piece. What are your values? If you know your values, fantastic. If you don't know your values, really go to work on that, because once you know your values and you understand those, and then you can look at your workspace, you can look at how you're working. Again, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're at work, it's the same thing. Are the things you're being asked to do, is the work that you're doing, are the people that you're working with aligning with your values? Or are you being forced to do something that is against your values over and over and over again? That doesn't feel good inside. Remember, your feelings are connected to how you're working, to how you come across, ultimately to the result of that. So the result, again, what are we talking about? It's burnout. So if you can find the root cause, is it one of those six things? Is it two of those six things? Is it more than that? Take some time out, take some time to rest, and think about your solutions. What is the solution to the problem? If it's a boss at work, can you change the boss? Can you change the energy that you go into, the attitude that you go into at work? I've got another video on attitude you might want to take a look at. But is there something that you can literally change? Can you go find another job? Can you change position in your community? Can you join a different community? Can you ask for a pay rise if you're not getting paid enough? As an entrepreneur, you can't really ask for a pay rise, but you can give yourself a pay rise. If you're charging a certain amount, start to charge double for it so that you're getting the money in that you know that you deserve because of the time and the effort. And then it starts to become more fair. So finding those solutions to your challenges is really, really key. And if you want help with looking deeper into this point, you can always give me a call. You can work with me. I will help you get through some of that, and we can work together in the area that you feel you need that help. And you might turns out that you don't go into burnout, but if you're in burnout, to get you out of that is absolutely crucial for the rest of your life and the rest of your career. It's really absolutely essential, because if you go too far, that's when danger happens. There will be another video coming up on screen. I'll see you over there. In the meantime, if you do want to connect, check out the description box and let's have a chat. Take care. Bye for now.